Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to talk about Entourage. Entourage is the new film based off of the TV show Entourage, um, which starred Adrian Grenier, Kevin Dillon, Kevin Connolly, Jerry Ferrera, and Jeremy Piven as Ari Gold. Um, so it's the sequel. It's the new it's so basically it's the follow up to the series. So now Vince is now he's like kind of gone. His marriage didn't go well, as you could see at the end of the series. There will be spoilers for the Entourage TV show. You have been warned. Um, there is he got into a bad marriage with Alice Eve in the last show, and then also now Turtle's a millionaire, and Turtle's a millionaire. He is having a baby with Sloane, and also who else? Um, and 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 Jeremy Piven is now studio head, and Vince wants to direct a movie, and he does. I'm not gonna tell you what the movie is. It's really funny when you find out. And they they think, and people think, and then so now they want this help from financiers, from this financer and his son, played by Billy Bob Thornton, and the financer is played by Billy Bob Thornton, and his son is played by Haley Joel Osment. And so Haley Joel Osment's like, hey, I don't like Johnny Drama in this movie. So basically, he's trying to shut this movie down because the movie went way over budget, and they need a financer. And yeah, I was really, I was really looking forward to this movie. I love the TV show. I thought it was really, really funny. Even though it was 7 and 8, they're not as good as 1 through 6. 1 through 6, I think, are phenomenal. Um, uh, but 7 and 8, I mean, has its moments. It's still enjoyable. Like, it never became not enjoyable. It just went downhill story wise, but it was still entertaining. And yeah, I was really looking forward to this. I liked the trailers. I thought it was a good follow up. And yeah, uh, and I gotta say, I really, really enjoyed this movie. It's not a perfect movie, and it is flawed to a T. It's not the greatest made film ever, but you know what? It's fun. It's fun to see these guys back together. It's fun to see all of them. They all have great chemistry, and still Jeremy Piven as Ari Gold, still amazing as Ari Gold. I love him. I love Ari Gold. He's just hilarious. And yeah, that's basically what I have to say. The side story with them, well, good idea. I liked having these two. I mean, Haley Joel Osment and Billy Bob Thornton, they were fine and stuff like that. They were all really, really good. But it's fun to just see LA live, just to see these characters. These characters have just such great chemistry with one another. And I wouldn't say it's Kevin Dillon's movie, but Kevin Dillon is probably the best he's been at drama. I mean, he crushes it as Johnny Drama, but really drama is just hilarious. He is really, really hilarious. Um, and especially in this movie where they kind of give him a really interesting arc, and I really like his arc. Um, and yeah, I really liked him, and there's a really funny scene with him. There are some there are some throwbacks to older episodes, which is cool. I have a few nitpicks. First of all, just nitpicks here and there. I like to see some cameo, some of the roles in the show. Like Malcolm McDowell's character. I loved Malcolm McDowell in the TV show. He's not in the movie, but I think his character is great, and I really want to see that. And his daughter's in it because he plays Stallone's daughter. Um, so well, not technically. So like Malcolm McDowell's character is in it, and also is Malcolm McDowell's character is not in it, but his daughter is. And they don't even mention Malcolm McDowell. Um, Also another thing is Scott Conn. Yeah, sad to see him go, especially how it ended with him. Um, he was basically one of the main characters, and he was one of my favorite parts of the later seasons. Um, and yeah, I really, really, liked his character in the show. Other nitpicks, it feels uneven. The ending is kind of very unclimactic. While it's still funny, it's funny throughout. There's never a dull moment. It's entertaining. Also, Turtle with Ronda Rousey is really really funny. Um, and all the other cameos, what's his name? Um, all the other cameos are great. I'm not some come back. There's one really weird cameo from the show. Wow, I like this character and I was excited he was coming back. The way they used it was so unnecessary, so dumb that it was just oh god, it was so like it's like what are you doing there? You had a great arc. At least do something a little interesting. This guy had a 3 episode arc. I'm not gonna say who it is. But like he had a great arc and like why don't you bring him back for one scene because his role was so interesting. Like, hey, maybe this, maybe that. They just show him up for one scene to be like, hi, him with a bunch of girls, which doesn't really fit. Uh, and but there is, it's kind of a montage of a few people. One one makes sense, but another one doesn't. Of those cameos from older shows when they see them, it's like, what are you doing in there? Like, there's no point to it, but it is. But yeah, overall, I really dug this movie. It's a really good follow up to the show. I hope we get more of these. It's really fun. Ari Gold, everyone is great. Lloyd's also really funny. It's just a really funny movie, and I think you might enjoy it even if you haven't seen the TV show. Just as a comedy, don't expect to kind of follow along the story. You can easily follow it along, you just won't get a few references. And yeah, alright, guys, that's my review. Like, subscribe, and bye bye.